we're at, depending on how far y'all get, we'll just pause, I guess. Do a pause X and then come back. So
cool.
When we last left our heroes, they were just finishing up with Helen Ray in the dojo in section M15. And y'all found the third piece of the key that y'all are trying to collect all 4 pieces to get down into the temple. And so you also found on her body a key ring of like a janitor's keys, various keys that which you would assume would open the doors to the various rooms in this monastery. And you all decided to take a short rest because you kind of were getting your asses handed to you by this old lady. She basically looked like Mulan's grandmother, but blind. So you took your short rest, which according to the book, it can be an hour. So you rested an hour. You took any hit die that you needed, so you could recover. And the two of you, while the others are resting up, you decide to go take a look around the rest of the monastery and see there are a couple of other rooms that you hadn't gone through. And then there was the outside where you just came from with the garden, the stone garden. There were stone statues, 2 of which were gargoyles, and then the others were very lifelike statues. And then there's the rest of the monastery. So where would the 2 of you, Dorn and Hattori, like to go?
What's your name?
So before we get started, I have a Dorn Tallstag.
Thorn, like poke you?
Like Dorn, D-O-R-N.
Oh, Dorn. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Dorn.
Please continue.
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, I have a quick meta question.
Yeah.
So I only have like a few spell slots left. So this little escapade we're doing, will I get my spell slots back at the end, or will I need to like conserve? Like this will carry over to the actual event, right? To like the actual story.
This will carry
I'm
over
trying to
into
figure out if I need to conserve my spell slots.
You can conserve them, or because what you guys are doing essentially is like everybody's resting while you guys go out and explore. So it'll still kind of be like it'll still be what is the term? Still continuous. So you might want to conserve, or you might not, just depending on what you come up against. You know that you could take another short rest though to regain. I think no. Actually, I think you get them after a long rest.
I have to do a long rest to get them back. Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know. You might find something that would restore your spell slots. There's magic afoot in this region, so you never know what you might find.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's it. Okay. So also meta for you, Joe. I'm probably terrible at role playing, so yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, what would you guys like to do? Would you like to either explore, or do you want to go back to the garden? That'll help me.
So what's in the garden?
I think the 2 things we have is the garden was where all like the statue people were, and so we had talked about bringing one of them back or something.
And then there were also the 2 doors. Yes.
Wait. I just realized I got your clue from earlier. If they're petrified, I can unpetrify them because I have removed curse now.
Yeah. How many times?
It's a 3rd level cleric spell. And I have 2. I can do it 2 times because we just turned level 15 or to level 5,
Yes, you just
and
got to
so
And how many-
that would be one of. I don't know how many there are, but we could undo one person and see what information they know.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
'Cause exploring
So-
the castle might prove dangerous without, like, if we're missing 3
Yeah,
people.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Okay, so I comment to Hattori that I think I finally figured out my remove curse ability. How about we go check those statues and see if there's something afoot?
Satori's down
Hmm.
because one of those statues looks hot.
One of them was hot.
He doesn't put
Hey,
it on the
well, there
ground.
we go.
You can tell he's pretty excited.
Okay, so we make our way outside of the courtyard to investigate.
Okay.
Sure.
So you go down that corridor. You hear Merv's voice say "duck," but you don't see him.
duck.
You don't see. Okay, you do.
Duck,
And then you hear his voice
If
say
I hear a
again,
magic voice say duck, I'm gonna duck.
That's, seems straightforward. Let's duck.
Hattori, you recognize it as Merv's voice.
Oh, that's right. I guess you've never met Merv.
You hear him say,
Yeah, but
"Duck!"
I'm a cleric. I'm used to hearing like god things, so I assume it's a deity unless I determine otherwise.
Well, he thinks he is.
It's coming from outside, from where the garden is, and you hear "duck."
So let's duck. Yeah,
Okay.
let's duck and keep moving forward, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm like prone on the ground and I'm gonna military crawl towards
Okay.
the area. That's my military crawl.
Are you outside now? Have you guys gone outside?
I mean, let's like do a like around the corner, but let's not charge outside.
Yeah, we're being very stealthy about it.
Okay, so as you
And cautious.
descend down the stairs that go to the door that lead outside, you're kind of like going cautiously. Dorn is doing the military crawl. You get to the door, and you hear "duck."
Goose?
Can I yell out goose?
You can. No response. Do you open the door? Go outside?
Sure. I mean, Josh.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
open the
I think
door.
so.
It's not going through. Just kind of cautiously.
So
I'm gonna
You're
say
back.
I go through the door and I'm gonna go out and you said that like there's 2 little stone pillars where the gargoyles were. I'm gonna kind of tuck myself behind that. I'm gonna come out the door and just like get behind the one on the left.
Okay, then. So when you go outside, it's still about afternoon because you guys have been here like all morning. So it's about afternoon now that y'all have rested. You're back into this garden of stone. On the map, if you can see into Roll20, the 2 that I have boxed in, the stars. Do you see those?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the ones with the boxes, those were the gargoyles that y'all defeated, and you went to the one to the left, correct, Josh?
Yeah, I'm kind of like I assume it's got like on a pedestal and the gargoyle was on top.
Correct. So you're behind the little
Or
pedestal.
was it just like a? Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah,
tucked
definitely.
over.
You're looking around. You don't see anything. You see the garden. There are. It's well tended by the other, I guess, monks that reside here at the monastery. There are, beautiful roses and azaleas and daffodils and ravanies, and you look across the courtyard and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other statues. Going from the left to the right, we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just from left to right. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Statue number 1 looks like a dwarven figure, but he's missing like part of his torso, like he's like missing his arm, and like it's like kind of from, I guess it's jagged, and like it looks like, you know, there's a bite taking out of him. But it also roll me a perception, or either perception or investigation.
I dare say we should not revive him.
Yeah, he would probably die.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Okay, so roll a perception check, you said?
Yeah, I think perception would be best. Okay, Josh, as you examine sorry, Joe. So Josh, as you examine this statue,
It's a rock.
God damn it.
you probably you wouldn't want to bring it back to life if you could, but you also notice that it's not as, I guess, lifelike as statue number 2.
Okay.
When you
What
examine
does statue number 2 look like?
statue number 2 is of a female elf in robes. She has a staff. The staff, at the end of the staff, is kind of, it's like a cross, but then the cross is encased in a circle, and it's like spikes on the outside of the circle. She looks.
Do I recognize that symbol from anywhere? Do I recognize that symbol? Like, is that a good symbol or a bad symbol?
Roll me an Arcana or a History.
Holy sh!
Haha!
Josh, you recognize this staff. This symbol is, while it's not tied to. Joe, it looks like a.
I just want to see what
like
I want to see what I get.
It's
Okay.
it's become pretty damn clear what my role is going to be in this adventure. It's not figuring.
The thing is that you did really well last time while you weren't here. Like, you took out 2 months by yourself.
That's always how it seems to be.
I'm sorry. Please go on.
It looks like a rock to you, Josh. It's not tied to any deity that you would recognize from your cleric studies. However, it does look like a symbol that is readily used in the school of evocation, in the arcane arts of an evoker wizard.
And they're generally good people?
Wizards are good. Wizards can be evil. It just depends on whoever it is. It runs the gamut. You do recognize that evocation is the school that is typically it deals with force and power, and like, let me get the actual.
The last wizard we met was an asshole. So
The last what?
the last wizard in our party was an asshole.
Who are you talking about?
Nathan.
He's a sorcerer, and he's not an asshole. Just
Whatever.
misunderstood.
Playing magic.
School of Evocation, your focus on magic that creates powerful elemental effects such as cold, flame, thunder, lightning, acid. You know, some evokers find employment in military forces, and you as a former soldier would know that. They serve as artillery to blast enemies' armies from afar. Others use their spectacular power to protect the weak, while some seek their own gain as bandits, adventurers, or tyrants. So they basically, like, they hurl fireballs, they lightning, they use all that kind of magic.
classic black mage. Black mage.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's statue
So-
number 2.
Before. Okay. Good.
Would you like to examine the next one, or?
Yeah. Let's examine all of them first. Let's make
Okay.
an informed decision on this.
Statue number
'Cause
3.
I'm thinking, if. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue. Sorry.
It's okay. So
What's
statue
behind statue number 3?
Well, it's your lucky day. No. A brand new car. Statue. Okay, I'm done. Statue number 3 has a what looks to be a preteen girl.
Pass.
What if it's a preteen elf and it's like 50? Does it work like that?
She is a human girl.
All right. I'm
Oh.
sorry. Please. What about this girl?
She looks to be in I guess simple farmer's clothes or peasant clothes, and she has with her a basket.
What's in the basket?
Okay, classic peasant girl.
The basket is sealed shut and it's stone, so you can't open it.
Next.
Statue number 4. Statue number 4 has is a male human, clad in
Pass.
huh?
I'm sorry.
It looks to be in very I guess sleek, streamlined clothing, and he has with him a satchel. He has an astonished look on his face.
Okay, next.
So that was 1, 2, 3 was a girl, 4 was this male statue, and then number
Who's
5.
this man?
Number 5 is a statue of what looks to be like a minotaur.
Ooh, that's a pass.
Does he look like a friendly Minotaur?
Roll perception.
Why? Oh shit!
He doesn't look to be friendly. He looks like he was like in a rage.
Of course, the bullshit ass question is the one I roll a 17 on. I mean, what do you think, Josh? I think either the sorcerer
So
or the wizard or the guy.
yeah, so I only have two spells. I would probably say the sorcerer, because she probably knows what's going on more than anybody else, because if the guy looks like he's shocked, so he's probably surprised. The little girl probably has no freaking idea. She sounds like a little peasant girl taking lunch to her grandmother. So I would say we unfreeze the wizard chick,
Duh!
and maybe she can. Okay,
So
I'm still hiding behind the pillar thing, so I'm good.
Yeah, no. Let's do perception for the area. Like, is there like some, like, I don't know that he's talking to us, but I'm gonna roll perception, like, or investigation, or whichever one is.
What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna look around and study my surroundings.
It's a nice day out.
You're a dick.
Well, that was mine.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Like, you hear the word duck, but you don't see anything that's like falling from the sky, or like a barrage of arrows, or anything out of the ordinary that you could discern. Like, that was a really good perception roll, and you don't see anything. Like, it's just all these statues, and you hear Merv saying, repeatedly saying duck, but you don't know where he is because, again, he disappeared into that black void.
Then, shit. I don't know. I'd say let's proceed as normal. Like, I informed Josh of who that is and against and what happened, but
Okay, yeah, I feel like there's nothing really. I can tell it's probably gonna bite us in the ass because he's gonna keep saying duck, and then eventually, once we're like complacent, he's gonna do something. So I think we're in agreement. We're going to unfreeze, unpetrify this one chick. Do we have any concern? Do we need to like set something up in case she attacks us?
yeah, what does she look like? Let's do perception on her. Like,
Okay.
in terms of menacing. Like,
So did you? Yeah, that'll do. She's a she has elven features. She's a I guess relatively young for an elf, not like child, adolescent, but like our age for in elven years. Like I said, she has like these wizard like robes. She's got the staff, and she has like a kind of like the same look that the other guy had, like a oh shit look, like an astonished, like, which probably is like, oh, like I'm getting petrified, like
But she knows it though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down to be with Josh. You're the one with the spell, so it's your call.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the point of us being out here. So let's do it. So let me just read this real quick.
I want to specify that we're up close. Like, if she comes out in a panic, I'm within arm's distance, so she doesn't like start throwing lightning or something.
So yeah, so you get behind her because I have to touch her. So I'll be in front of her to like do something. So okay, I'm gonna remove curse. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. So
and
uncurse.
And somatic. Okay, so you usher or you render a prayer unto Torm, and you touch the forehead of this elven woman. Light radiates from your touch, and the stone begins to melt and fade away in kind of pulsing lights, and the stone fades away. And she's like, ah! She kind of falls backwards.
I'll catch her.
Dex check.
If it's a literal fall, then yeah, sure, I'll catch her.
All right.
I start reassuring her. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe.
You save her. She goes, oh my, what's going on? What's happening? She has her staff and is like,
at this point in time, I
tell her, calm down.
I'm not in my traditional sumo garb. I'm actually wearing clothing.
yes.
You're safe. It's all right. We're petrified, and we uncursed you, or he uncursed you.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Wait, who are you?
My name is Hattori. This is Dorn. We were traveling through this dungeon or this keep, and we found you petrified. You're safe now.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I thought I was done for. Those eyes, that
smile.
Yes. Those
that hair.
That it was like a Medusa, but worse.
Out of character, is this the thing we killed? Like, did we fight this thing?
Nope.
Fuck.
You have not fought this thing. And she goes, thank you for rescuing me. I appreciate the assist.
You're quite welcome. I'm going to ask what day and year she thinks it is, and compare it to whatever fantasy date it actually is.
Good.
She gives you a year that is. Hold on one second.
I mean, you don't have to give us the actual fantasy dates. I mean, you can just tell us that she's been frozen for 3 years or 50 years.
She's been frozen for 5 years.
Okay.
Let's
So maybe we should take her inside before we start breaking the news. Let's maybe get out of the courtyard or
Get
find
away
someplace to
from
like.
This is.
Yeah. Do what?
Get away from whatever.
I didn't hear you, Joe.
These fucking statues.
Yeah, pretty much. So we take her back inside to wherever we were resting,
Okay.
and then we break the news to her gently that 5 years has passed.
All right. She goes, "Oh my God, I had. This is too much. I have to get back to the academy. I can't be here. 5 years."
I mean, yeah.
Where does she last remember being, and where is that in relation to where she is now?
Well,
Same question as the time thing.
I came into the Desarin River Valley because I heard whispers of some foul magic, some foul drow magic coming back to fruition, and so I decided to come and investigate in my arrogance. And
Actually, what's her name? We asked her name very early on, and not just right now.
Oh yes, of course. My name is Leah.
This is a few minutes ago.
Anastasia. My first name is Leah, Lia,
Oh.
and then Anastasia, which I mean it doesn't really matter, but you can call me Leah.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
Did she see what did this to her?
It was a Medusa, but
She described the eyes and stuff.
yeah, it was like these yellow piercing eyes, and then the snake head of a Medusa. But usually Medusas are female. I've never encountered a male Medusa before, or heard of a male Medusa before.
Okay, well, let's not be size normative.
I mean, if there's
Size?
females, there's got to be a male.
Yeah, yes.
Cis.
Cis? I've heard like 3 different ways to say it.
It's cis,
No,
dog.
it's
I hate
cis. It's
That's
cis.
dumb.
Yeah.
It comes from organic chemistry. It's cis.
That's a better word. Does it really?
Yes.
Is it really? Is that where it
Yeah.
comes from?
Because so in organic chemistry you have like your poly or your carbohydrate, and if you have like on adjacent sides the hydrogens that come off for the hydrogen bonds, if they're on the same sides it's cis, and if it's on different sides of the hydrocarbon then it's trans. So and it's the way that it's like it's the nomenclature for it. So you can be like trans 1, 3, whatever it is, or cis 1, 2, whatever it is. So if it's on the same side, it's cis. Different side, it's trans.
I did not know this.
But
This is
just to be
interesting.
clear, this is the same courtyard we fought in, and we didn't see shit to indicate. I mean, aside from the statues, but we didn't see any evidence of actual monster living there currently.
I don't know that he's.
I then mentioned that there is. I then mentioned that there's the whole underground cave that we were digging, and that could possibly be something. But I never saw anything deep in there. So again, did she make it to this keep and she was turned to stone, or was she traveling out on the road?
No, she made it to
attacked. Where was she attacked at?
She made it to this
Okay,
keep.
so she made it into the keep.
Yes.
She wasn't moved
Okay.
after she was petrified.
No, I was.
Okay.
I made it to the keep, and I circled around, and got into the stone garden, and that's the last thing I remember.
Lauren, you want to try giving her more
Okay,
melee?
we should probably stay away from that stone garden.
You want to try giving her more melee?
Which, I hired a guide. Oh, is he all right?
What did the guide look like?
Anton is his name. Anton. He well, he was in I guess rather kind of tight clothing and or to kind of move about. He
Was he a human man?
yes, he was.
So we take her back out to the courtyard to show, is that him?
Her petrified colleague.
She looks and she goes, yes,
Yeah.
that's him. He was he was one of my resources to help get me here or to help guide me here, but we well, I guess we came upon this fate. You then hear Merv say, "Duck."
Goddamn, Merv.
Ignore that. He's a dick.
Yeah, I'm at the point of just ignoring now.
Does she know any magic that could de-petrify Anton?
Yeah, because I tell her that I can only do it once more before I rest. And with a Medusa thing hanging around, I need to be wary of if I do it now or not.
Hey.
Oh yeah, she definitely can. She can do a remove curse as well.
Cool. I let her do that then, so I can save my spell slots.
Okay then. Okay, so she, instead of like the prayer that you ushered onto your deity, she does a few somatic hand gestures and outlines like a trace and is like kind of weaving together a web of arcane energy that's illuminating, and she's doing it around him. It's starting to illuminate and pulsate yellow.
I'm going to put it on mute for a second. I'm going to trust Josh's judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
Or we can take a break. I need to force feed her this medicine. But yeah, just give me a
We
minute.
can take a break.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
can take,
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
yeah, we'll break
I'll
here.
real quick. I'll be right back.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
So I guess while we're waiting, I can tell you a little more about Leah.
Okay.
You shoot something that, like, I guess amongst introductions, she would have shared this with you. That she's a mage from Silvery Moon, which is a city in Faerun. This particular city is pretty well renowned for its elves and for free thinkers, for people who cherish magic. And so she's from one of the schools of evocation. She graduated some time ago, and upon learning or hearing whispers of some sort of like sinister shit happening in the Discern River Valley, she decided to investigate. She thought, so she hired a scout to the region whose name was Anton, and that's where they're amongst their investigations. It led them here because they were hearing, they were suspecting that there was a necromancer who lived out this way, and they heard that he had actually turned into a lich. So they suspected that it was a lich, but of course they met their fate at the hands of that Medusa. So,
would I know if a lich would be able to command such a creature? Would they be connected, or would those two never really?
It's possible, but unlikely.
Unlikely.
Mm-hmm. It's possible, but unlikely. It would be more likely if the Medusa was undead, because you know that liches command undead. They are.
Yeah, that I do know.
Yeah, they basically are like fallen wizards who, study, whose pursuit of magic and arcane knowledge has, thrust them into lichdom. This one in particular, they think he is related to the Caradunes, one of the Caradune brothers. which you actually know because as a cleric of Torm, the Caradun brothers were agents or knights of Tyr, Tyr, who is the god who goes hand in hand with Torm. He's the god of justice.
Okay. The Lich doesn't seem like it would fit in with justice. So are they like fallen?
Perhaps. She suspected that maybe this Lich was possibly part of what was going on, but she never encountered the Lich. Like I said, she succumbed to the Medusa.
We haven't heard any indications of drow activity, have we?
Gotcha.
This is the first you've heard of drow activity, and she can tell you that as a high elf, she's a high elf.
I thought we killed some. Didn't we kill some? What were like the dwarves we killed?
The dark dwarves, the gray dwarves.
Duergar.
Duergar. They're essentially the dwarf version of the drow.
Okay.
Maybe she's just got really bad information.
Gotcha.
She says it's possible, but she, drow are the scourge of elven kind, and I wouldn't put it past them to be part of this.
I mean, let's not be racist. Not all subclasses of races are inherently evil. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, when you've come across as many drow as I have, then maybe you would and know what they do and see the horrors that they take people, they raid the surface to take them as their slaves and sell them in the Underdark, then maybe you would be singing a different tune, Tori.
I mean, surely it's culturally influenced, not racially. They're not all inherent. Okay, we're not getting into an anthropological debate on this.
I calm everybody down. Like, okay, let's finish this up.
Okay, so as I was saying, while you were gone, she was doing during her introduction before y'all went back outside. She's kind of explaining that she is a mage from the town of Silvery Moon, which you would recognize as one of the a large city in Faerun that is a cultural hub for elves, for magic, for free thinking. It's a very big city. And she had heard whispers of some sort of evil taking place or coming back into the Desarin River Valley 5 years ago. So she came to investigate because she thought that it might be related to one of these Caradun brothers, which is around this area, which she thought, according to her information, he resides here at the monastery and is a lich. But the Caradun brothers were kind of the knights of Tyr, and from what she can tell you, and Tyr is the god of justice. So that's where I was just trying to kind of give a little backstory flavor, whatever. So that was all while y'all were exchanging information. So then y'all went back outside to go get her scout, which is the male human, and she has a spell that could remove curse. So she's doing that. Josh used divine magic. She's using arcane magic. So she is doing a number of hand gestures, and it looks like she is kind of weaving a web, a yellow web, and taking magic out of this weave, and then she touches the statue, and like before, you see the stone melting away, pulsating light, and he goes, "Oh my God!" And he falls to his knees, and you hear, "Duck!"
I'm still ignoring that now.
Yeah.
It's going to come back and bite me, but...
Are there any ducks around?
No.
I got no clue.
Anyway, let's give him the same spiel.
So you stand him
Yep.
up, and as you start to take him back inside, you open the door, and as you open the door, you are seeing that black void where Merv was.
I duck.
I'm a duck too.
Yeah, as you duck,
Let's bring that down. Yeah, well, whatever.
yeah, as you duck, it actually envelops you, and you find yourself falling. The four of you.
Is it just me? Is it just okay? The four of us.
Yep. Because y'all were crossing the threshold, and as y'all were walking through that door, you kind of just fall, and you can kind of see some sandstone, Hattori. And as you see and you reach out to use your slow fall movement, you go to do your slow fall monk thing and reach out for everyone else to grab hold because you're heroic like that.
I'm pretty baller.
Thank you.
And you land. And everybody lands, and nobody takes damage except for Anton, who he couldn't quite grasp at you. He falls flat on his face.
Okay. I yell, "God damn it, Merv!"
You look about, and you're in a room that's all like this kind of grayish sand or tannish sandstone. And you look about, you see an arcane light fixture in the middle from where you're at. And you also see you see what you look up and you see the light, and then you see off to the side, kind of like you know how like you go down, you descend into a basement, like where like these storm shutter doors are. Like you see that up on the ceiling. It's about 10 feet high. Then you see off the wall, you see 6 levers.
Are any of the levers pulled, like activated?
They're all in the up position. Also, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Wait, and so there's nothing else in the room. We're just like in a square room. Sorry,
Yeah.
did I miss that? Just a square room, and there's switches on one side.
Yep.
And it's like a ceiling, so we're like in a box with no doors or anything,
Correct.
just switches.
Yep. You see on the ceiling though, like what looks to be like storm cellar doors that like you're inside. You know what I mean? That would like go upwards, but there's no staircase to get to them.
How tall is it? If we did some kind of like human ladder thing,
You could reach it.
would we be able to?
It's only about 12 feet tall.
Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to try something. I have a spell.
Okay.
Okay. It's one of my cantrips.
Mhm.
Thaumaturgy. One of the things is I can instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. So I'm gonna try and see if it's unlocked.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it on it.
You cast your
And if
thaumaturgy.
it's unlocked, it should open.
Your eyes glow. You cast thaumaturgy, expecting them to fly open, and they don't.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's probably a wasted cause to try and open that door up because it's probably locked. Because otherwise, it should have opened.
Right. If it were unlocked, it would have swung wide open. But you don't get that effect. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
Andrew, can you roll for me?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Ah, crap.
That's okay. That's actually. Oh wait, what was that?
I got a 7.
Okay. You don't see it, but you hear it.
What do I hear?
Hold on, let me get Joe's perception. God damn it. You don't see it, but you hear a soft quacking.
Shut the fuck up.
It is a fucking duck.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
So I mutter to Hattori, it is a fucking duck.
Quack.
Can I tell where it's coming from? Is it coming from like above, from
You think it's coming from above.
any?
From actually through those doors.
Okay.
Quack.
I want to investigate the switches to see if I can see anything that might give any clues to what they operate.
Yes, actually, in the above the levers, there's actually an inscription in Sylvan.
Sorry, I gotta step out for a second.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. So you find this inscription in Sylvan above the levers. Can you read Sylvan?
Actually, I never chose my second language. I have no idea. I didn't know what other language I could do.
So you're a human,
I
right?
mean, I'll do it if it's I'm a human, so if that would be something that I would possibly know and would be useful in other places, yeah, but otherwise
I would hold
I
off
will let
because
you make that call.
I would hold off. Don't make
Okay.
that decision because you have an elf in your party currently, and she can read Sylvan.
Okay, cool.
So
I should decide on what other language I can speak.
yeah, I would decide that probably at the end of the session. So she says,
Okay.
yeah, there's an inscription up here. And so she, the livers are about chest height. And then like above is where the inscription is. And it states, between your dex and charisma, 2 levers you can fit. Your strength is always first, a clue I dare not to omit. Your intelligence is next to con.
Wait, can you,
I'll repeat it, but I just want to get through all of it. Your intelligence is con, which is itself good friends with dex, but strength and charisma are foes for whom there's no respect. Your job is to find the wisdom that's required to pass this door. Dexterity calls it its friends. Pull now or witness gore.
I hate you.
Ah,
All right, give it to us again.
All right, you ready?
I mean, I can't write anything down, but I'll listen.
Okay, Josh.
I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Yep, between
your dex and charisma, 2 levers you can fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Your strength is always first, a clue I dare not omit.
So strength is the first, and charisma is the last. And then second has to be dex.
Charisma is not necessarily last. Strength is always first. Okay.
Okay, next line. Your intelligence is next to con, or constitution, which is itself good friends with dex.
So it's got to be dex, con, intelligence, charisma?
But strength and charisma are foes for whom there's no respect.
So I think you might be right. I think charisma is probably the last one because they would be, if they're enemies, they're as far away as possible. And between dex and charisma, 2 levers.
And it's the 2 that are friends.
And so
Was it intelligence and constitution?
your strength is always first. Intelligence is next to constitution, which is friends with dex. So intelligence, constitution is next to dex, intelligence is next to that. So, and is there anything else in it? What's the remainder of the riddle?
You've got to find wisdom, and it hasn't mentioned wisdom yet.
Let me read it again.
So that'll be the second switch.
Let me read. So charisma and dexterity between two levers sit. Your strength is always first, a clue I dare not omit. Your intelligence is next to con, which is itself good friends with dex. But strength and charisma are foes for whom there's no respect. Your job's to find the wisdom that's required to pass the door. Dexterity calls it its friend. Pull now or witness gore.
So yeah, it's going to be the second lever. Oh, and wait, I should check. Is this language that's written in, is it read from left to right or right to left?
Josh Douglas, Joshy D, my man.
It's read left to right, like English.
Okay. Okay, so it is the second one in from the left.
Head on a swivel. That's Josh Douglas.
So Dorn hesitantly pulls the second lever.
We should get Arlo to pull it, or whatever the fuck the ranger's name is.
Anton?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he volunteers.
Hey, Arlo, go pull that
He
lever.
said so.
He says, my name is Anton, not Arlo. Thank you very much.
Anthony, I just need you to do this, okay? It's about teamwork. Let's go, Achilles.
Okay, fine. Which one? The second one? So he goes to reach for actually the one on the far right.
Okay.
What? No. He can't count.
He goes, what? Huh? What?
Are you literate?
Yes, of course I am. You said the second one.
Oh boy. Oh,
Second
sweet
from the left.
Oh, okay. From the
I
left.
pointed out to him very distinctly. I pointed to him.
Well, if you're so sure, why don't you pull the lever?
Because you got lever pulling skills. I can see it from here.
So he goes.
Everyone is doing something.
Oh, so this is my contribution? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
hear you pooping out
Leah
there
read it.
Anton.
Yeah. Leah read it. Hattori and I solved it. And now it's his turn. It's a team
Oh,
effort.
this is-
It's all about collaboration.
He goes, I guess I can't argue with you there.
Oh.
He goes to pull the second lever, and he looks at you, Josh, or he looks at you, Dorn, and like your eyes just kind of meet, and like he starts sweating, and he's like,
I nod encouragingly.
he pulls it, you hear a click, 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 click. And he goes, okay, I'm not gory and dead, so that's a good.
Ducks.
Hmm?
Hattori ducks.
I'm gonna do my I'm gonna do my one spell again to try and open up the door.
Your thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah. So you cast thaumaturgy to try to swing open the doors. They don't fly open, but they definitely boom, 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 boom. And now they are open.
Okay, so it's now unlocked.
It's unlocked and it's open. It's still 12 feet up in the air, but you hear a howling wind.
That was some damn
I'm gonna
fine
ask
lever-
Leah if she has any. Yeah. I'm gonna ask Leah if she has any abilities to open up that thing.
She goes, Dorn, it's open, but there's wind and I hear a quacking. Quack, 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 quack. It just sounds like it sounds like just wind caressing over, and like it's like just howling wind, and it's like if you're ever like in a tornado, I guess that's what it sounds like.
Hey, Amelie, you're all naturey. Can you speak to ducks?
Who?
Arno,
What?
Arlo.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then inside from the doors, a tiny figure flaps down and enters the room and
Dory
quacks.
ducks again.
Huh?
Dory ducks. At this point, he's just laying face.
A tiny figure, silver and blue. It comes down at you and it looks at you and it quacks, quack, quack, quack. But it's not a duck. It is a miniature silver and blue dragon.
And it's quacking?
It's what sounds like a quacking.
God damn it. This is Nathan's little familiar fucker.
I ask for a explanation.
Our wizard friend cast a spell. He was a victim of wild magic. He was accidentally sucked into an alternate reality. Before he disappeared, he found an egg with which he was obsessed. And apparently, it hatched.
It's a tiny pseudo dragon.
Okay.
Usually, pseudo dragons are red, and actually, Leah actually exclaims in joy. She goes, "Oh my God! It's perfect. They're usually red, but it's blue and silver." And like it kind of like quack, 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 quack. It kind of flaps back.
I was like, okay. Hattori did not get to be
Does it recognize?
without carrying food. So I'm going to take out some sort of meat byproduct and hand it out and hold it out.
The pseudo dragon looks at you and it's like, quack, quack, quack. He scurries over to you and it looks like he's smelling you.
Okay, he's like, you should know me. I was friends with your master.
He looks and he do you have the meat out, I guess, or whatever it is, jerky?
I'm holding it out to him. Call it jerky or dried meat.
Or a pickle?
Absolutely not a pickle.
The pseudo dragon nips at it. He eats it rather hungrily and kind of nips at your fingers like playfully.
Are
like,
you?
Huh?
Duck? Is that you? Does he respond at all to the word duck?
Quack, quack, quack. What did you say?
It's like, does he respond at all when I call the name duck?
He looks happy and he's like, quack, quack, quack.
This is humiliating.
So his name is Duck.
I give him more meat. And
he starts to coo and purr, and then he says quack, 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 and he like is trying to like motion to you.
Are these things intelligent? Like, can they comprehend complex questions and commands?
Roll me a Arcana.
Hey, does either of the two magic people here feel like rolling Arcana?
Well, I guess Leah would know actually as a mage. She says pseudo dragons are very elusive, but they're also but they can't speak. They use a language of emotion. They communicate using a limited form of telepathy that allows them to share basic ideas such as hunger, curiosity, or affection. When it bonds with a companion, a pseudo dragon can communicate what it sees and hears over long distances. A pseudo dragon often vocalizes animal noises.
So I think about Merv at the dragon.
The dragon looks at you, and it seems to be, I guess, rather like empathetic or very like it feels sad, but like also like hopeful. Like it's like like it.
God damn it. Okay, so I guess That's cute, but we need to get out of this hole, I guess, huh?
So we think about the exit to the dragon, or back to where we were.
The dragon quack quack quack. He kind of flaps up and goes up to the shelter doors that are open now, and the wind is going, and he flies out.
Okay. I think we've got to try some kind of human pyramid to get someone up there to see if there's like a rope or something.
How strong is my water whip?
It's rather strong, actually. You can use it to pull an opponent up to 25 feet. You can. It's just like the.
When I met how long does it last?
The water whip. It lasts as an action for 6 seconds.
God damn it. Can I create water and then shape water?
Yeah.
Can I make an ice ladder?
Yeah.
That's some fucking Wonder Twins shit right there. Okay.
Ice ladder.
To make, I'm gonna try to make an ice ladder that leads out of this hole.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a d20, or do I need to do that since you're?
It'd probably be quicker if you did it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Corey. Oh, hit it.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Okay. All right. So you solved my lever puzzle, so I can get out of that.
Wait, I guess first we should have asked if anybody had a rope, huh?
Leah says no. She doesn't have any. Anton says no, he doesn't have any either.
Oh my god, Ernest, you're the worst ranger.
I'm not a ranger.
Obviously.
Leah says that you can probably that water whip idea is actually pretty clever. She says I could use a spell of mine to augment your duration.
Okay, she can make me last longer.
Yeah, she can.
So I take it the ice ladder didn't work?
Oh, did you try the ice ladder?
Yeah.
Oh, let me roll for you, actually. I didn't.
Okay, sorry, I was trying and she started moving, so I didn't want to move.
I'm going to do a... I'm going to do a dexterity roll. Nine. Nope. You created the ice ladder, but it's really brittle and fragile. Okay. It didn't support your weight at all.
Maybe let's try the water whip thing.
All right.
I need you to chill out.
Yeah, that'll. So you go to create a water whip, and who are you going to? I guess lasso first.
Whoever's alive.
It would either be well, all of you except for Hattori are rather thin.
Let's do Dorn first, since he's an actual playing character.
All right, Dorn, you're gonna forego your dexterity save and just get lassoed and gone up.
Oh, actually, hold on a second here. what I can do, I have some other spells that will work. I have like some cantrips. Guidance. You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add a number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Sweet. So let me roll a d4 for
So
him.
so I assume, yeah.
So he'll get a +3 to that. So we'll do. That'll be a 16. So that'll be
Do I have
sufficient.
to roll anything?
Huh?
Yes. Do I have to roll anything?
Do you throw anything?
Oh no. Do I roll anything?
No, you don't. So he goes to lasso you
Okay.
with his water whip, and with that guidance, he's able to kind of whip you upwards into the void. And you only take half damage, since it is an attack.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh crap.
But actually, since it's, well,
Wait, how much damage is that?
we'll do, since this is like nominal, we'll actually just do, I'll just roll a d4. So you only take 1 point of damage, because
Okay,
it's
good.
kind of, it stings. And he whips you up into the air and above and out into the void, and you can feel the wind blowing on you. And you're out in like the middle of nowhere, for lack of a better term. You look up and you see red and orange and yellow skies, and then hurtling across into the air are these large boulders that are just kind of like, it's kind of very chaotic, and just these huge mountains, I guess, are kind of just hurtling through the air. And you land on your feet because you did a really good roll, and on the ground that you're at, you're not inside a room anymore. You're on like a picture yourself like on the Grand Canyon, that sort of like that earth, that red earth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So you're there, and you're just you see this just spectacle of like a it's not really like a tornado per se. It's just howling winds and hurtling boulders and mountains, and the sky is red and orange and yellow, and you're not sure if it's day
Do
or
I
night.
recognize anything? Do I recognize anything about this place? Like, do I know where it might be, or can I do
You
a check of some
roll.
sort?
You can roll a. You can roll.
Arcana?
You could do Arcana, or you could do Religion.
It's not going to matter, so I'll just do Arcana. It's the same. I think I hit the button. Try again. There we go.
Okay.
Well, same thing.
Yeah. So you got an 11. So you know that you are no longer on the material plane, but you don't know where you're at. This is something that you haven't experienced in your life ever before. And Joe, who do you want to hurl up next?
Let's do the elf girl.
Or wait, do I see anything around that might help hit, or is it just barren everywhere?
It's barren everywhere. But off in the distance, you see duck.
Okay.
So then, shot.
Yeah, I guess. I would say, is it possible before Joe or before Hattori whips someone up?
Mm-hmm.
Can we try and get Hattori up here so that he can pull people up?
Oh,
yeah,
shit. I'll try to whip myself up next.
Yeah, so you kind of do
so. Can he whip me and then I can like pull him up? You can do like reverse. I'll like brace myself towards me instead.
Yeah, do a strength check if that's what you want to do.
I hope you ate your Wheaties.
Can I Can I can I do my cantrip on myself? Guidance. It
Yeah,
doesn't say I can't.
yeah, you
It
can do
says
it on
touch
yourself.
one willing character, so
You're
I'll do it
willing.
on myself. I'm gonna do an athletics check.
Yeah,
Does that
that'll
count?
work.
That's a strength.
Yeah, athletics would be good.
Because of +5. Oh fuck.
Ooh.
And then whatever my hold on.
It's a +4. It's a
Plus
1d4.
a D4.
So 2.
A 9?
9 isn't gonna do it, Josh. So he whips around the water whip on you, and he kind of like has you lassoed by the torso, and he pulls, and you try to brace yourself, but you kind of go forward, and you hit the door. You take 2 points of door damage.
Ah.
Ego damage.
Jose,
Okay, should we just try it again and hope
Jose,
for better,
I'll
or
roll a strength check for you. Oh God, you don't have any strength.
I use Dex as my strength. We discussed this.
Okay, I'll use your dex, and a 12 will pull yourself up. So, or a 26 will definitely get it. So,
oh, okay,
Joe,
good.
you kind of do the like the octopus of arms, and kind of pull yourself up, and you just kind of, and you are now up in this barren wasteland. You see the sky is red, orange, and yellow, hurtling mountains and boulders, and you actually see a cactus fly by. You look down, and you see your 2 NPC companions.
Bye. No, I guess let's try and get them up the same way.
Okay, so we'll do Marwit. You grab Leah, and you also grab Anton. You pull them up, you whip them out, and they both kind of tumble down, but they don't take any damage. Again, it's this howling wasteland. Off into the distance, you see Duck flapping away. What would you like to do?
I think we got to go chase after Duck.
Follow Duck, I
The last
suppose,
thing
yeah.
we told him was we want to leave.
All right. So the chase is on. You're going to have to dash after him to catch up.
God damn it. Okay, let's chase this goddamn
Pseudo dragon.
Duck? Dragon Duck?
It looks exactly like a miniature dragon, just silver and silver, or silver and blue, and but it quacks. And so you chase after it. There's hurtling debris everywhere. You're gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw periodically to avoid any kind of debris.
So before we start getting that,
Okay.
I have another cantrip, resistance, concentration up to a minute. You touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one's saving throw of its choice. It can roll the die before or after the saving throw.
Okay. Who do you want to? Do you want to give that to yourself?
So we
or
can
to
add
Joe?
it if we want. Technically, since it's a cantrip, I can do it to everybody. The next minute, we have
And you have to be
additional
concentrating.
D4 for everybody.
But you have to be
Oh yeah,
concentrating.
I can only probably do one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'll just do Joe then.
Okay. So Joe's first dex save is good. Go ahead and make your dex save, and I will make the people's dex saves. Oh yeah. So cactus comes hurtling towards you, Josh, and you readily duck underneath it.
Stop.
There's no camera.
Hi, Susan.
Oh.
Here.
Ah!
Hello.
You scared me.
Sorry.
She didn't see my phone with like the camera.
My Wait,
Good to see you.
how's the baby, Joe?
She's there.
Joe,
Wait, how's the
oh,
baby?
she's there, is what he said.
Aw. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gone. Bye. I'm slaving in the kitchen.
Thank you, baby.
Oh. And
Wink.
so, Leah
Wait,
manages
so
to.
I missed. So what was my impressive feat that I did?
So a cactus was hurtling towards you, Josh, and you managed to not only duck underneath it, but you kind of hit your spear out of the way of because it was gonna hit Leah, and you kind of like spear it and then like
Nice.
throw it off because you got a natural 20 on that.
You have a spear? That's awesome.
Nice.
So since you had a nat
It's a
20, like you were
halberd.
able to save her.
Kind of like a spear, but
Oh, okay.
it's like a spear. It's like a spear with a sword on it instead of just a regular point.
So it's a better spear.
It's a better spear.
Anton didn't fare so well. He gets smacked in the face by some rocks.
Oh my god, you're killing me, Ambrosius.
He goes, "That's not my day."
Andromedon.
All right, so you're all going. You're still chasing after the pseudo dragon. Go ahead and roll another dexterity saving throw. This time you see a large tumbleweed, but this tumbleweed is made out of straw and brick. Josh, you managed to make it out of the way. Ooh,
Son of a bitch.
no, buddy. You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then let me roll for these two. She does well, and wow, he really is sucking today. Anton gets hit by a ton of bricks. The bricks that,
Goddamn Andromedon.
yeah. And he takes some embarrassment damage, 5. Okay, you see Duck kind of go around a bend of where like a large, I guess, cavern would be, and or not. It's not a cavern. It's the only fixture that isn't flying in the air. It's like a large like piece of mountain, and he kind of goes up and around it, so like turns a corner, and you can follow.
I mean, let's. Yeah.
When you follow, when
That's
you
what we're
turn,
doing.
Yep, when you turn the bend, it starts raining.
This is not how weather works.
You look up in the sky, you don't see clouds. It's just like just precipitation materializing out of nowhere, and you still see random debris flying about in this storm, this windstorm. You don't know what's going on. Like you've never been in a place like this before, and I need you to make one more dexterity saving throw as a number of kobolds are kind of flying in your direction.
Yeah.
Joe, you cartwheel out of
Wait, that wasn't
out of
me.
the way. Josh, you can add your thing if you want.
Oh
Your
yeah, that's right.
D4.
Hold on. No. I only added it to Joe.
Oh, okay. One kobold hits you, but you don't take any damage.
Nice.
As you go, you see Duck go into a cavern.
Let's follow him into the cavern, I suppose.
You run into the cavern, and inside the cavern there are dancing fairy lights that decorate, I guess, the top portion of this cave. They kind of look like Christmas lights, but like the icicle kind. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And
Gotcha.
and they're multicolored. and magical. The windstorm obviously is not in here, it's still on the outside. And you hear duck, and it reverberates.
So it's much louder now. It's clear.
Yes.
Dorn makes the connection that it's the guy calling Duck to him.
Very good. You didn't have to roll for it or anything.
I yell what
So-
really loud and obnoxiously.
And you hear Merv answer. He goes, Hattori?
Hello.
Quick, I need your help. Come down here.
You are a very not good magician.
Whatever, ass butt.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Just get down here.
We proceed.
All right.
Ass butt.
Yes, it's from the Supernatural, I think.
You're so old.
I know. You see before you a very battle weary Merv. He's got he's got a wand out and a staff which you've never seen before. And in front of him, there are these monstrous looking creatures that look rather terrible. You see a red slad
Oh no.
that looks like this.
It's like a frog thing.
It's like a frog creature thingy. And there's just there's one red slot, and there were two other red slot creatures that look like they are very much dead at Merv's feet. You see the slot go out and rake Merv, and he falls to his knees. The pseudo dragon flies up to peck at the slot, and go ahead and roll initiative.
All right. Something to hit.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty good. Dorn, you got 17. Let me roll for creature. Good God, Anton, you suck.
I can't think of any other A names to call him.
I have a list pulled up.
All right, and then she's got 15. And then slide. And then Merv. All right, so at the top of the order is Hattori. You see a large, and so when I say large, it's big. It's
Like
about
12
it's about like 12 feet tall.
feet.
And if you would like to know anything about this, you're free to make intuition rolls, or you can just start fighting.
Sure. What do we
Can I
know?
do an insight, or it's got to be?
It would be Arcana or
Intuition.
history. Actually, you would be history.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a frog.
Josh, you see a huge red frog, and it looks very scary. Jose, or Hattori, from your Ganassi nature, you've heard of Slaadi before. They are creatures, or large. They are aberrations that reside on the ever-changing chaos of limbo.
They're naturally, so they're evil aligned.
You know that they are chaotic neutral, actually.
Ah, pussy. Pick an alignment.
Either way, it's attacking the other guy, so we got no choice. Or we
It's
have a choice,
attacking
but
your friend. You
we
know
want to
that.
be good. And
You know that a red slod. They usually will try to infect humanoids with their tadpoles
No,
by,
fuck.
by raking them and opening them up.
oh,
You
No.
know that they are just kind of they thrive off of chaotic energy, and so because Merv derives his sorcery magic from a raw wild entropy magic, probably safe to assume that he attracted them to him.
Fuck.
Well, he also got pulled into this area. Like it's not like he did this on purpose.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna attack him. I guess and attack the red slab.
Get it? Nope. Nope. And your last attack? No.
God damn it.
You go to do like your sumo 1, 2, 3, and you just kind of like hit it, and he kind of bounces, like he kind of chest bumps you back.
Okay. Fuck.
Dorn, you're next.
what is my what's the layout like? How close to him am I? Is there any cover? And
You're in a large cavern, and inside this cavern, you see the two dead slods that are rather big and bulky, kind of like the thing, what was it? The thing that Luke Skywalker got into, like if that those
Tauntaun?
things, yeah, the tauntauns, like they're pretty large, like tauntauns, I guess. That's really your only cover. This cavern is rather smooth and ovular in shape, and it's about I guess 20 feet high.
How far away from him am I?
You're 30 feet away.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna do Sacred Flame.
Right. So I get to make a DC 14. So
Dexterity saving throw.
yeah, I get to make a dex save, and I fail. So I take 8 radiant damage.
Yes.
I have to use the bathroom real quick. Andrew, will you just do the same thing for me if my turn comes up?
Got you.
Thank you.
Got you. Okay, then. So you do 8 radiant damage. Anything else that you would like to move, or you want to stay where you're at?
Nope. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. You see Leah stand right next to you,
Potato? No.
and she goes, "Hey, good radiant damage."
Good magic, fellow magic user.
Good magicking. Ha! She takes another like sort of like she's got her staff actually. So she kind of like spins, and then through the staff she channels through like the eye of the staff, and a burst of fire comes out. And I need to look up that spell. Fireball. I gotta make a dex save. 13 versus DC, which is probably higher, 15. And actually, I have to roll for that. 8 plus 15. So the fireball hits its target dead on, and it takes a lot of fucking damage. It's caught on fire.
Nice.
Where's my D6?
Question for you. What does DC stand for?
Say again?
What does the DC stand for?
Your dice challenge.
Ah, okay. So another question then.
Yes, sir.
So on my thing, it just said that they have to do a. Oh, okay. So since Sacred Flame, they have to roll a saving throw against dexterity.
Yes.
It's basically, I rolled my dexterity. It's like a
Yeah.
challenge. Is that
So
what it
you're
was?
so the dice challenge is always set for whoever's casting it. So it's a spell save. So yours is always going to be at 14. So it displays as 14, and I have to roll a dexterity save, and it has to beat your 14. The 8 underneath it
So
is
it's
the
against
damage.
my dex.
It's against your
Yeah,
spell
but it's
save.
against my dexterity.
No, it's against your spell.
Oh,
your
just
spell
my
using
spell
ability,
saving.
which should be wisdom. So,
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I set this up wrong. So it doesn't matter, but
okay.
because my
It takes.
because my my wisdom is 16. I don't know what this is. Ignore these things that are coming through. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out this.
Okay, no problems.
I don't know what that is.
All right, so she casts a fireball, Joe, and hit her target dead in the face, and it caught on fire, but he kind of shook off fire. And she goes, "Shit, I should have remembered that they are fire resistant."
Oh crap!
After
I
Leah,
guess my sacred flame still good? I guess it's not really fire. It's like sacred fire.
it's radiant damage. So yours is good.
Okay, so it's not. It's
not real fire, it's radiance.
special.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anton is going to take out a light crossbow from his satchel and roll and hit, finally, and do 8 damage. Next game's 8. After Anton, it is... Oh, actually, it's the Slod's turn. So it's going to move 30 feet. Or no, you're on top of it, Joe, aren't you?
I am.
All right. It is going to multi-attack. It's going to bite you and then try to slash at you with its 2 claws. So first, does a 16 hit you?
Super doesn't.
All right, next. 11 doesn't, and a 10 doesn't either. So it went to take a bite out of Crime, and you just kind of like, whoop, nope. It went to slash at you, and you're like, nope, just like kind of doing like your sumo deflections, like you're kind of holding your own against this large thing. Then it was Anton, and he shot it, and then it's Merv's turn, and Merv is going to stand back up, and he's actually going to move. Let's see. He is going to cast Lightning Bolt on this motherfucker. Yes. So 17 hits from Merv's hands. He drops his wand and he and the staff. He kind of stands up and he goes, "Fuck you!" And he does this little lightning crackles from his fingertips and strikes the slot in the back. Yep. Nope. Casting it at 3rd level. Fucking fuck. He did 38 damage.
Are you
And
kidding?
he's level 5
What?
like you guys. But because the slot has damage resistance,
How
it's
is he
half.
doing?
Huh?
How is he doing so much damage? I don't think I have any attack that can do that much.
Fucking wizards, sorcerers, whatever.
Sorcerer, yeah. But it's he has to do a DC 13. And fails, but it doesn't matter because it's half anyways. So what's half of 38? 19.
Yep.
Okay. And then he kind of collapses down again because that kind of took the wind out of him. Duck flies over to its master and kind of like licks at him, looks at his wounds. Top of the order, Hattori. You look, roll a, well, you're right on top of him. You look at the slot and you see that where it was hit by the fireball from Leah, and then the crackled lightning, like its burnt spots, you see it start to slowly fade away as if it's regenerating its flesh.
Fuck.
And now it is your turn.
I'm gonna do water whip, and I'm gonna try to aim for the spots that are damaged.
Okay.
So that's 2 key points, right?
Yep, 2 key points. So I have to roll a DC 14, or I take 15 wet damage.
Fucking weirdo.
And I fail. So I take 15 wet damage. Do you want to? So on a failure for me, you get to choose. Do you pull me 25 feet anywhere, or do you want to knock me prone?
Prone.
Prone?
Knock him prone.
All right. Slot is now prone, and he took 15 damage.
Is that everything I can do, or do I still get a bonus action?
That was your regular action. You can use a bonus action if you wanted to kick it.
I do. Do I
Go
get
ahead
an advantage because it's prone?
No. Yes. Yes, you do.
Holy shit.
That works. Nine kicking sumo damage.
I guess that's it for me.
Dorn, you're up.
Okay. I also want to add, I'm going to state that my regular explorer's pack that I carry with me was left at the temple because I was just looking at stuff, and I apparently in my explorer's pack have 50 feet of rope. I'm just going to say that was not with me at the time.
Okay, that's fair. You left it with Nala. Nala was taking care of your stuff.
Yeah. It was nap time. I didn't think I was going to need it, so I just left it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so Hattori is like on top of this thing, right?
Yes, and it's now prone on the ground.
So if I do my Sacred Flame, is that going to hurt Hattori?
No,
or
because it's only the target. It's not an area.
Okay, cool.
And I automatically fail my dexterity.
Oh, awesome. So, yeah, I guess I'll do that then. Let's try and do it.
All right, so just roll your damage.
That was it.
12
That's
damage.
Radiant damage.
All right, good job. Would you like to move or anything else?
Nope, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Roll a perception. No. Okay. After you,
Still
it is
a big
Lee.
frog.
Yeah, still a big frog. After you,
That
it's
frog
Lee.
is red.
She is going to cast Magic Missile. And I'm just going to use Merv's Magic Missile to make it easier for myself. Here we go.
Also, I'm assuming that Hattori is still in good enough health. He hasn't even taken any damage, right?
No, he hasn't. Yeah.
Have
What,
you taken
Hattori?
damage, Hattori?
No, I'm good.
She casts
Okay.
Magic Missile, and it only takes 3 damage. Because it's an auto hit. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Next up is the Slod's turn. It's going to stand up and again swipe at you, Hattori. And plus 16, 15, and oh, that one got you. 19 plus whatever.
That works.
You take 7 piercing damage.
Shit.
And I need you to make a Constitution save. That'll do it.
Did I just have to save for being impregnated?
Yes. Yes, you did.
That's disgusting. I'm
Oh,
gonna kill
gross.
Joe, roll a perception. In the dead slot on the ground, you see something rummaging around in its skin. Like
No. Disgusting. Getting away from there.
you see something like gonna kind of boop, boop, boop.
That's disgusting. Somebody burn that corpse.
Kill it with holy fire.
Anton is
Oh,
next.
Joe, I don't know if you were. I don't know if you were here earlier. It's immune to fire.
It just has resistance to
Or was
fire.
it immune or resistant to fire? Resistance to
Resistance.
fire.
The resistance is half damage. Immune is no damage.
God damn it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Anton is next, and he's going to shoot it with a crossbow and hit it. The nat 20 and do double damage.
Good.
Yes, very good. It kind of sticks into his eye, and it
Attaboy, Aaron.
screams. Huh?
Attaboy, Aaron.
Hey, I got it in its eye! Come on!
There is time to be Aaron.
Great job, Aaron.
All right. From there is Merv's turn, and Merv is going to take out a potion and chug it. Hattori, you are next. You look at the slot, and it takes out the bolt from its eye, and it looks at you. The eyeball starts to grow back.
That's not impressive. You think that's impressive? I'm not impressed.
And before you go, let me do one thing.
I can't destroy water in a living creature, right?
No.
Fuck. Anybody have any acid? And I don't.
Nope.
Hold on, my dogs are barking. I think somebody might be here.
It looks really, really weak, Josh.
Okay. It's not my turn yet, though, right?
No, it's not. But just so you know, you kind of your passive perception. I'm going to tell you that it looks like it's down on its last leg.
Awesome.
All right, sorry about that.
No, you're good. This slod, while it regenerated its eye, it still looks like it's kind of down on its last leg.
I'm just gonna.
Quack, 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 quack.
Okay, I need you to put a pin in it. Unless you have some sort of magic fire acid attack, I need you to put a pin in it. Duck.
$14 hits.
Oh shit.
Roll your damage. All right. Do you want to go again? You gut punched it. Roll your damage. All right, almost. Do one more.
God damn it.
No.
All right. That's me.
Dorn, you're up.
All right. I'm going to do again Sacred Flame.
I have to save.
Yeah, and against my wisdom, which is 16.
16? That's high. It should be
That's
8.
my. You said it.
So your save should be
Wasn't that my
8
spell
plus your
modifier?
proficiency plus your spell modifier. So it should be like 14.
Oh, okay.
Which
Okay, maybe that's where that
failed,
14
so it
came
doesn't
from.
matter.
Okay.
So describe how you would like this large red frog to die.
The divine of form boils it alive, and it starts just bubbling off and blistering and popping and boiling, and kind of just crumples down.
All right.
Josh, I have a sick streak in you, and I dig it. I'm into it.
Do what? What
I
is
said
it?
you have a sick streak in you, and I'm into it. I dig it.
Nice. As it boils and it very readily croaks, you see duck kind of flap over to it and start nibbling at it.
No, Murph, control your thing.
Gross.
Suddenly after, so it dies, and then from the dead body, from the other dead body, a tadpole bursts out. And it's this tiny little, like, just tadpole. And when I say tiny, I mean it's like the size of the pseudo dragon. It's the size of a cat, and it's kind of wriggling around and like flopping and going towards the direction of Leah and Anton.
Oh my God! Run, Augustus! Run, Leah! Oh.
Hey, I gotta head out pretty soon here.
Okay, we'll wrap up.
So
if you want to put it, I mean,
yeah,
Josh,
just a head up.
available tomorrow? Like, or was this your one night? Like, do you want to just continue this later? We can do.
No, I'm free tomorrow.
Okay.
What time?
Probably morning is good. Probably just general morning,
Joe?
if that's free for y'all.
Whatever time you guys decide, because I can't. I'm fine. tomorrow. So
I'm fine all day. In the morning would probably work best for me too. So you guys pick a time for me, and I'll make sure that I'm there.
Josh, it's up to you, boss. I'm good with whatever.
How's 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock my time or your time?
I could probably play for like I can. My time. So that,
11.
So 11 for me. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. So 11 your time. I can probably play for like 2 hours. Is that
Well, you want to pause here?
Yeah, we can pause here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you again for doing this. Josh, it was fantastic playing.
Yeah. Thank you.
I hope you liked it.
It was fun.
I gotta go give Lauren a reprieve from this baby.
I did. Yeah. That was
It
awesome.
was very enjoyable. Thank you, guys.
See you later, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you.
So,
All right.
10 o'clock tomorrow.
Thanks, Andrew. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Yeah,
liked
10
it.
o'clock.
I just completely pulled it out of my ass. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Nice. That was
good.
really cool. It seemed like it flowed really well. Like you had it planned and everything.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just hopefully you enjoyed it. So we'll pick up tomorrow and conclude this this little side quest of yours. All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Bye.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah.